vehicle is leaving the station, please hold on. Please move to the center of the vehicle and away from the doors.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the No Wheat Geek, the return. I was here yesterday, but we'll consider this a partial return. This is the first time that I've gone live in over a year. Over a year, I think. You're going to hear a lot of noise in the background. It's not construction. There is a cat running around being absolutely crazy. Also, this particular stream is brought to you by the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man. It's true. It's true. How y'all doing? It's good to see you. There's just so much. There's so much going on. Pop culture is hitting an all-time high or low, depending on how you look at it. We've got some big events coming up, including tomorrow, the thrilling conclusion, or is it, of the Obi-Wan KENOBI series for Star Wars. Are you watching it? Is anybody watching it? Curious. It's okay. It's fine. It's not great. It's not terrible, I guess. It's just fine. I've got lots of thoughts on Obi-Wan, and we'll be talking more about that. We're going to do a live stream, I think, on Thursday with some guests, and we're going to talk about the series. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it garbage? Is it coming back for a season 2? I know they say it is. Probably is. But how is the finale going to be received? And I've heard some alleged spoilers. We won't talk about that here. Not tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, I hope you all have been doing fine. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about in the news, and we'll just jump right in. This won't be a terribly long stream, but just trying to get back into some sort of pattern and routine. So let's see what's up. We've got some Rotten Tomatoes news. Rotten Tomatoes it's one of those sites where you go to and you can see the reviews of movies. You can see whether or not the critics liked it or hated it, or you can see whether people that have seen the film have liked it or hated it. And now the latest accusation is that Rotten Tomatoes is trying to shield yet another movie tied with Disney. It's Pixar's Lightyear. Have you seen Lightyear? If you did, you were one of the 7 people that saw it on opening weekend. It didn't do too great. And what people are asking why? Why? Toy Story is a huge franchise. So is it because of politics in the film, or is it because Tim Allen isn't the voice of Buzz? I mean, what? I haven't seen it. I don't know. But it didn't do well at all. This article from Rotten Tomatoes, or excuse me, where is this from? It's from Bleeding Fool. Basically goes in and says that, let's get to the meat here. All right, so they're basically saying that the IMDb rating is a 5.3 out of 10, which is an aggregated number, considers it mediocre. All right, and you can see where it pulls it from. It's got a Metascore from Metacritic.com. The audience score is a 4.4. So everywhere you go, this film is just being considered, forget politics, forget, there's a lesbian scene in the end, supposedly, of a couple. It is what it is. But let's take all of that out. All right, let's say that there's no controversy in this film whatsoever. People are saying that it's just boring. That it's pretty, Pixar movies are pretty, but that there's just not a lot to the film itself and kind of just a waste of time as a viewer. Not everybody thinks that, but that is the general consensus. And as you can see here, 5.3 out of 10 out of 21,000 ratings on IMDb. All right, for Metacritic, from 55 critical reviews, Metacritic gave it a 61 average, okay? Out of the 55 critical reviews, 61% out of 100 average. In my school, and math is not my strong point, that is an F. That's an F. The 61 is an F. The user score is a 4.4, presumably out of 10. That's from 114 user reviews, which isn't a lot, but from that sample, 4.4 out of 10, which again is an F. So now let's get to Rotten Tomatoes. What does Rotten Tomatoes think of this? Magically, out of 235 critical reviews, it has a 76% rating, certified fresh, which means, yeah, it's a banger of a movie. Go see it. And then the audience score out of 2,500, quote, verified ratings, like Twitter verified users, apparently, 86%. All right. This doesn't make sense. Look at this, right? And then look at two other respected sites, being that of Metacritic and IMDb. So I don't know what to say about it other than it just looks like another piece of rotten shenanigans by Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, only protecting films that it might have a financial interest in or some other maybe political reason, but they just will not allow the trashing of films seemingly and TV shows owned by the big D. Disney, that is. To be specific. Disney. So what do you think about this? I'm kind of mixed on it as far as, do I have hardcore numbers and the facts in front of me? I'm reading what you're reading right now, but it certainly sounds like there are shenanigans going on here. So anyway, that's it for that story. Let's see what else we've got to talk about today. Here's the Star Wars rumor, Millie Bobby Brown. Do you know who this is? When I was a kid, Bobby Brown was an R&B singer and also a model in Warrant videos. Remember her? Do you remember her? Anyway, this is Millie Bobby Brown. She is allegedly, by the way, that's 11 from Stranger Things. She is allegedly in talks for a new Disney Plus Star Wars show. So what do you think about that? I have not seen Stranger Things season 4 myself. Have seen 1 through 3 and big fan of season 1. Big fan. 2 was okay. 3 kind of lost me, but I've heard from a lot of people, including my own son, who said, Dad, Stranger Things 4, you need to go see Stranger Things season 4. He loves it. And some people I work with say the same thing. So anyway, her career seems to be in no jeopardy. And so let's see what this article is about. This comes from Pirates and Princesses. This says that there's a new rumor that Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things is in talks to do a Star Wars show for Disney Plus. And they also, say that this is rumor and not confirmed, so grain of salt, yada, yada. The rumor comes from the Mirror. Is that like the Daily Mirror? This sounds like maybe this is like the Inquirer, so maybe big grain of salt. But let's see. A lot of people have said, they say that Brown could pull off a young Princess Leia. No, I can't. I think, okay. Getting into Obi-Wan for just a second, just bear with me. We have baby Leia in the new Obi-Wan series, and I think we're all just done. We're done. She's cute, as a kid. And but we're at the point now where we just don't need baby Leia. We don't need baby Luke. We don't need to keep going back to these characters if they're not going to be portrayed correctly, which I think Obi-Wan has really mishandled a lot of characters. Just my opinion. But I don't think we need another actress playing Leia. That's just my opinion. So anyway, let's see. They say that they are told that she has been in secret talk, not so secret because we all know, secret talks with Disney executives about her being in a secret project. Again, whatever. Seems the actress and her father/manager are friends with Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, hold up. Just hold up. Where's the button? I need to push this button. Kathleen Kennedy has mangled Lucasfilm, in my opinion. Don't hate me. It's just I'm allowed to have an opinion. but it's not been handled too well. And if they're friends with Kathleen Kennedy, I don't know. Let's keep going. Millie is on Disney's radar for new Star Wars projects. Okay, let's see. The payout would be 14.7 million. How do they, this seems fake to me. How do they know the payout? Okay, let's see. She had contact with Kathleen, who is aware of her desire to feature in a movie or play a central role in one of the new Disney TV projects for Disney Plus. The Disney executives know just how much of an icon she is already for the 10 to 30-year-old audience and what that brings in terms of appeal. She could easily take home 15 million for a first film or series, and she doesn't even need to audition. It's more of a case of how the director and her bond. How do they bond? How do they Jane bond? Anyway, she has the gravitas to hold down the lead for that universe. Okay, cool. No part was named. A lot of people think she looks like a young Carrie Fisher. I don't. No, I don't think so. No insult. They're both attractive people. I don't see Leia here. If I were her, I would want to get involved in a Star Wars project that's new and original and put it in the Star Wars universe and let her be a character that carves her own niche in the universe. One of my big complaints when you add people into hang on, this is live and I'm about to sneeze. I think I caught it on time. Let me know in the comments if I just sneezed on air. So anyway, one of the things that, when it comes to playing other characters as a different actor, take Chris Pine, for example, in Star Trek. Makes a great Kirk, fine. But he's never going to be remembered as the Captain Kirk, right? That's Shatner all day long. But what we end up having is a situation where if he were to have been cast as an all original character in Star Trek, he could have blazed a path. It's not his fault. He's got agents and he signs contracts, and it is what it is. I guess he didn't have to take it. But if I were them, I'd put her in a whole unique, different role. Let her blaze a path. But to cast her as Leia, in my opinion, would be a mistake. Anyway, curious your thoughts on that. Let's get into my final article of the day. This comes also from Bleeding Fool. This is Dead on Arrival, says the article. Ms. Marvel sets the MCU TV record for the fewest viewers. All right, let's talk about that for a second. What does that mean? We don't know what the actual viewership is for these made-for-TV Disney Plus shows because they do not announce exactly what those numbers are. They simply tell you things like it's the largest, it's the biggest second Tuesday of the 75th anniversary of Pebbles in a salt shaker to keep it fresh on a table at a Mexican restaurant. Anniversary, number one in that category. I mean, then they'll make it up. It doesn't matter. There's no hard data. But is it a stretch to say that Ms. Marvel is not tracking very well? No, because again, how many people are talking about this series? And I don't mean the few of you on Twitter, that are enjoying it. That's fine. It's cool. Like it. I don't care. But what I'm saying is it breaking viewership records? Is it doing well for Disney Plus? And I just don't think that it is. Okay, let's see what some of these reports say. The most recent report on its premiere episode stated that Ms. Marvel was watched by 775,000 households in the United States, being the first Marvel Cinematic Universe series to not provide at least 1 million views. I don't know, 775,000 for a Disney Plus series on Ms. Marvel seems like they would be sort of happy with that. I don't know, just my opinion. Let's see. Here's the 5-day viewing data. Again, where did they get this from? Loki, 2.5 million. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 1.8. Moon Knight, 1.8. WandaVision 1.6. Hawkeye, 1.5. And Ms. Marvel, 775. I mean, yeah, it's low, but again, there was almost zero promotion for this. Didn't look that good, to be honest. Certainly not something I would want to watch, but yeah, it wasn't for me. It debuted exactly at the same time as KENOBI, which was getting a ton of press. Which, by the way, that viewership probably did break some records at first, but I'd like to see what that chart looks like as the season progressed. Maybe we'll never know. But 775 for Ms. Marvel, I would think they'd be somewhat pleased with that. Let's see what they say. One of the biggest factors going against Ms. Marvel is none of Marvel's other outings had to deal with competition. Currently, Obi-Wan Kenobi has its new installments premiering on the same day and time. Okay, is it really competition, though, if it's airing on your network? You own them both, Disney. So if you have chopped your audience in half intentionally, well, why did you do that? So no, I don't think it's competition at all. I don't think one audience pulls from the other in this case, aside from the fact that these things are streaming and you can literally back to back them. If someone wanted to watch Ms. Marvel bad enough, they would back to back it with KENOBI or not watch KENOBI at all. You know, I don't see that as being an issue. They said the game was rigged from the start. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If there was an Avengers TV show that went on at the same time as KENOBI, you'd have the audience split. They'd both be watching both, in my opinion. Anyway, they go into the demographics, and Eric D. July, by the way, check out Young Ripa's channel. Fantastic. Eric July says that no one's interested in the character and hence the TV show. And again, when you say words like no one, we're not saying if you like it that you're a no one. We're not saying that. We're saying that in the grand scheme, the big picture, there's not a very large crowd for this show. And to me, 775 for something like Ms. Marvel, not bad. Not bad in my opinion. Just run with it. Anyway, they've been supposedly blaming consumers, the IST trolls, review bomber. No, none of that matters. None of that matters. Everything can't be blamed on trolls. People either like it or they don't like it. You can't take views away. Trolls can't take views away from the TV show. You can't watch it and someone comes to your house and says, "Give me that view back, or I'm going to kick your ass." No, that doesn't happen. You watch it or you don't watch it. People don't generally care what others are saying on Twitter. Twitter is not as big of an influence as people think that it is. It's just a bunch of people bitching at each other. That's Twitter. If you've not been to Twitter, go to it, and that's exactly what you will see. It's exhausting. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Ms. Marvel. 775, yeah, relish in it. Good job, I guess. But I don't think they could have expected any more than that. And quite frankly, it's better than I thought it was going to get. Anyway, that is all of the news today. As I'm recording this, it is a Tuesday. And nothing on TV tonight. Tomorrow, a couple of big things. We have AEW as the go-home show to the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. It's where AEW, that's All Elite Wrestling, wrestlers are going to face people from New Japan Wrestling. Excited about that, sort of. We'll see. Some of the matchups not been so. Will Ospreay and Orange Cassidy. Really? That's your match? Ospreay could have wrestled 25 other people that would have been a better match. But that's cool. That's fine. But that's coming up. And then also KENOBI, the series finale of KENOBI. And again, we will be live streaming soon. And we will be talking all about KENOBI, our thoughts. Is the ending able to completely sway my opinion of the series and turn the whole thing around? Maybe. We'll see. but that's tomorrow night to watch these things, and then we'll stream maybe on Thursday, see how it goes. So that's all. Again, I do appreciate each and every one of you. It's fun to get back here and do this live, and be doing more of these and trying to make a go back at this channel again. I've been dormant for a year. So it's highly possible that YouTube's algorithm said, no, this channel's not getting a single piece of traction. But we'll see. Maybe it'll track back up. So we'll keep putting out some content. I appreciate all of your support. If you missed this, if you're just tuning in, it'll be available. I'll leave it in my feed. Check it out. I'd love to know your thoughts on all these upcoming things and the topics we spoke about. And until next time, we will see you back here again, hopefully real soon. Bye.
This vehicle is leaving the station. Please hold on. Please move to the center of the vehicle and away from the doors.